What is up, everybody? Welcome to the MMA Engine. These are my core plays for UFC 274. Going to be talking about my favorite 4 plays for this DFS slate. Before we get started, if you guys can please leave a like on the video, subscribe here to the MMA Engine. Lots of content coming out throughout the week for UFC 274 and cannot wait to get into it. So we'll talk about my 4 plays here. My very first one, Charles Oliveira, 8,500. So this is a 5-round main event. I like that. And this is a fight where you have Oliveira at 8,500 and then you have Gaethje at 7,700. This is one of those fights where I think this fight is going to be on the optimal lineup no matter who wins it. I think this fight is very close. I think Justin Gaethje is very live to win and win early on. We did see Oliveira get hurt in the first round bad against Michael Chandler. He was getting hurt bad against Dustin Poirier, and those guys were not able to get him out of there. I think, Justin Gaethje is very live to get Oliveira out of there early, but if not, I do see Oliveira taking over as the fight goes on. So what I like about Oliveira is a couple things. I do think he'll actually have the cardio advantage here if this fight does get extended. He's dangerous anywhere the fight goes. His striking's very good, and I really like how he attacked the body of Dustin Poirier, and it showed that it slowed Poirier down a ton. Like, Poirier is a guy that can go a hard 5 rounds no problem, but Poirier was looking tired in the second round and especially in the third round, and then Oliveira finished him shortly after. Like, I just don't think Gaethje is going to be able to keep up, especially if Oliveira is going to that body. If this fight hits the mat in any type of way, whether it's Oliveira pushing Gaethje against the cage, dragging him down, whether it's Oliveira taking the back of Gaethje, the fight's going to be over shortly after. The ground games are just non-comparable. Oliveira's ground game is much, much better. Another reason you got to like Oliveira here. Oliveira, a 91% finish rate. I believe he's finished like all but one of his UFC wins. I think the one decision win was against Tony Ferguson. Like, this guy's a dangerous finisher, dangerous on the feet, dangerous on the mat. The fight doesn't go to decision. It's minus 350. I actually think that should be wider. So this is a fight where I'm going to probably split my exposure on it. I think Oliveira is my pick to win, but 8,500, I like that. Justin Gaethje, 7,700. If he wins, I kind of think it's in the first round. I kind of think it's by knockout. So I like Oliveira, but this is a fight you're going to want to target. It's really hard to see this main event not finding its way onto the optimal lineup. Brandon Royval, 9,300. I think stylistically this is a very tough matchup for Matt Schnell. Matt Schnell, you got to take a look at how have people been beating Brandon Royval? Where are they having success? And the answer to that is taking him down. We even saw Kai Kara-France shooting for a takedown on Royval, which was crazy, and ultimately he did get submitted for that. But we saw Bontorin take him down a ton, Tim Elliott take him down a ton, Pantoja take him down a ton. And that's not Matt Schnell's game. So I see why Brandon Royval is a really big favorite here. 85% finish rate. This guy's very dangerous. Matt Schnell, the chin's not there. He's been finished 4 times. And Royval's another guy that's dangerous anywhere the fight goes. On the feet, he is very dangerous. He's going to have the striking advantage. He's long, he's rangy, he's tricky. He uses elbows, knees, lots of punches, and he throws hard as well. And again, Matt Schnell, I don't think the chin's all that there. I think this fight's going to be a war. I know that Matt Schnell kind of has changed his style to kind of help that chin out a little bit, but I kind of feel like Royval is going to bring the war out of Matt Schnell. He's going to force him to get into a war. I just don't feel like that's going to play out too well for Matt Schnell. So I like Royval to win. I like Royval to win probably early on in round 1 and win by knockout. Carl Esparza, 7,300. So this price tag really stuck out to me. So I taped the fight, and I decided I'm leaning on the Rose side ever so slightly. And then you look at the salary, and it's 7,300, and that kind of stuck out to me because, Esparza, she's going to have 5 rounds to work with here. She's going to go for takedowns, and a lot of them she has to in this fight, and she has 5 rounds to do that. She lands 3.53 takedowns per 15 minutes. You got to like that. And Rose has like a 48% takedown defense, and you take a look through Rose's career, and who's really trying to take her down? Well, Esparza in their first fight back in 2014, but since then, Jessica Andrade took her down twice, and then Zhang Weili took her down like 5 times. So really, Rose has not fought many people that want to try to take her down, and that's all Esparza is going to want to do. So I think Esparza has takedown upside, control time upside. I feel like the fight plays out close. I feel like this fight does get extended, probably goes to decision. The reason I am picking Rose because I think Esparza will get takedowns, but I don't think she's going to do much with them. I feel like Rose is going to be able to work her way back to her feet, and on the feet, it's Rose all day. It's just from a DraftKings perspective, there's a huge discrepancy in the price tag, and if Esparza does win, it's going to score very well. And I also think if Esparza loses, I think it's going to score very well. So from a cash perspective, Esparza is probably one of my favorite plays, if not my favorite cash play on the slate at that price tag. So I like Esparza from a DraftKings perspective. As far as a pick, I'm going Rose, but yeah, the price tag kind of is crazy there. And last but not least, we have Khaos Williams, 8,300. I like this guy a lot. This guy has a ton of X factors that I think is going to really help him in this fight. So the first one is that legit knockout power. This guy had back-to-back knockouts, made his debut against Moreno, won in 30 seconds, knocked out Abdulrazak Al Hassan for the first time in 30 seconds. And not only does he have that knockout power, he has a lot of other things. So he has durability. This guy's never been knocked out. He's never been submitted. This is a guy that has cardio. He can go a full 3 rounds, no problem. He has volume. Typically, when you see these high-power guys, the volume's not really there, but this guy has the volume. And then on top of that, this guy carries his power late into the fight. Typically, you do not see that. So this guy, like, I don't know, Khaos Williams, he has power, cardio, durability, volume, just a lot of things to like about him. So Brown, I will say, Brown is probably the better fighter. Brown has fought the better competition. Brown's been in the UFC longer, but Williams is going to have 15 minutes to find the chin of Brown. Brown has been knocked out twice. He's been submitted once. He's been finished in 3 of his 4 losses. I think that a finish is on the table. Fight doesn't go to decision. It's minus 165, so it is favored to end inside the distance. And why not go with the more durable guy in Khaos Williams? So yeah, I like Williams here quite a bit. I don't think we'll have to worry about the takedowns as well. Brown does go for takedowns here and there, but Brown has never landed more than 1 takedown in a fight. I don't think that changes here, and I think it's a good spot for Williams here at 8,300. I think he has that knockout finish upside. But yeah, just to quickly recap, I like Royval. I think he finishes early on. I think it's a terrible matchup for Schnell. As far as I'm picking Rose to win, but my goodness, that price tag really sticks out. Wrestling upside, 5 rounds, you gotta love it. Charles Oliveira, I'm probably going to split it 50-50. Somebody's getting finished within the first couple rounds. Slight lean to Oliveira, though, as far as a pick, so I'll go with him. And then Khaos Williams, 8,300. Lots of things to like about him. Knockout power, finish upside, and I think he does finish Randy Brown. So that is about it. Those are my favorite 4 plays for the slate. If you guys can please leave a like on the video, subscribe here to the MMA Engine. Lots of content coming your way, and best of luck for UFC 274. Let us make some money, guys. See ya.